Welcome back, my dear students of class 9th. I am Rajendra, biology teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. My dear student, currently you are learning the chapter that is cell, that is the fundamental unit of life. And in this series of the videos, you are learning one by one the cell organelles. You have learned the different types of the cell structure of the nucleus, structure of the plasma membrane or cell membrane, and now come to the structure of plastid. My dear students, the plastid are of three types. These are of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Dear student, this chromoplast and chloroplast are found in the leaves and stem of the plants, while the leucoplast that is found in the roots. And in leucoplast, no any color pigment is there. In chromoplast, there is a xanthophyll. The color pigment in chromoplast, that is xanthophyll, while the color pigment in chloroplast, that is chlorophyll. So this is the color pigment, and this chlorophyll is essential for the trapping the light of the sun, light source. My dear student, this plastid, if you consider the structure of the plastid, that this plastid is an important cell organelle of the plant cell, and it is formed in the form of a double membranous structure. This is a double membranous structure, and inside it there is deep grooves. There are deep grooves, and in these deep grooves are called stroma, and in these deep grooves there are other chambers. There are some small chambers, and these small chambers are just like the photoplate that are the photoreceptors, and these are called the grana. These grana get connected with the lamella. So these grana is also double membranous structure. They connected with the lamella. And my dear students, the plastid is having its own DNA apart from the DNA that is present in the nucleus in the plant cell. So dear students, this is the structure of the plastid. Plastid means chloroplast, having the chlorophyll, that is for the purpose of the photosynthesis. My dear students, the function of this plastid is photosynthesis. And as you know, in the process of photosynthesis, these grana, there are two processes: light and dark reactions are there. And in this, light perform the function of H2O that breaks into the hydrogen ion. Production of hydrogen ion is there, and oxygen will be released. So hydrogen ion production will be there in the presence of light. This process is called photolysis. So in the daytime, photolysis is there, and so many hydrogen ions are present during the daytime, and they get combined with the CO2, and they will be able to form C6H12O6. Chemically, you can balance the chemical equation of the photosynthesis, but the real process is that, and if there is the production of more and more hydrogen ion is there, then there will be in the night, when light will be not available, the hydrogen ion get utilized in the dark reaction, and there will be the formation of an intermediate food. So intermediate food will be formed at that time, and in the daytime when hydrogen ion will be available, then the formation of this carbohydrate will be there. And if you see the complete formula of this photosynthesis, then CO2, 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O, that in the presence of light and chlorophyll inside it. So formation of C6H12O6 plus 6 CO2 and plus 6 H2O, that will be formed there. So my dear students, if you are considering the structure of this plastic that is found in the plant cell only, blue-green algae and other cells which are responsible for the manufacturing of foods, that they have this chloroplast. This chloroplast, plastid are of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast, this is having the chlorophyll. This is the color pigment in the chloroplast. Chromoplast, that is the color pigment having the xanthophyll. While this leucoplast, that don't have the any type of color pigment, and it is found in the root of the plant. Dear students, if you consider the structure of this plastic once again, then this is the double membranous structure. This is the double membranous structure, and this structure is mainly this one, double membranous structure. This structure surrounds this complete cell organelle, which is having deep grooves. Deep grooves are called stroma, and the small chambers like the photoreceptor plates are there. They get arranged and they get connected by the lamella, and they are responsible for trapping the light and process of the photolysis of water. They perform the process of photolysis of water. And one thing is very important, that during photosynthesis there is two reactions are there: light reaction and dark reaction. Light reactions takes place in daytime, where the photolysis of water takes place and formation of hydrogen ion takes place with oxygen that will be liberated. Dear student, dark reaction that will be completed in the night when light will be absent, and there will be the formation of an intermediate food. But in daytime there will be the formation of carbohydrate in the presence of the hydrogen ion and carbon dioxide that get absorbed by the stomata. So dear students, this light reaction that is performed in the grana and dark reaction that is performed in the stroma. This organelle plastid that is having its own DNA because of its specific type of the function, that is the photosynthesis. Due to this specific type of function, this cell organelle that is having its own DNA, while nuclear DNA is also present in that particular cell. So my dear students, double membranous structures are the structures which are present inside the cell, that is the plastid, mitochondria, Golgi body. So these are the double membranous structures. Similarly, my dear students, this is a part of this cell organelle that perform the function of the anabolism. This photosynthesis is the process of the anabolic activity, while the respiration that is performed by the mitochondria, that is the catabolic activity. So in respiration, the breakdown of this carbohydrate molecule takes place, and the energy gets liberated in the process of respiration. So mitochondria is again, that is the double membranous structure, and that is having its own DNA apart from its other remaining parts that you will study in the detail in the structure of the mitochondria. My dear students, as you have studied about this DNA, structure of DNA in the nucleus, then you see how this DNA control the process of photosynthesis. Means this DNA is having its own gene, that gene is designed for the process which is done by this plastid, and that process is photosynthesis. So this DNA is only for the photosynthesis that is present inside the plastid. So dear students, let us ask some questions. How many types of the plastid are there? 3 types of the plastid are there: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. How many types of the color pigments are there? Chlorophyll and xanthophyll. Chlorophyll is found in chloroplast, xanthophyll is found in chromoplast. Which plastid is found in the roots? Leucoplast is found in the root. What is the color pigment in the leucoplast? There is no any color pigment in the leucoplast. Where does light reaction takes place? Light reaction takes place in the grana. And where does dark reaction takes place? Dark reaction takes place in the stroma, in the night. What is the function of lamella? Lamella combine the different types of the different grana which are arranged in a sequence. Dear students, explain the photolysis of water. So photolysis of water takes place in the daytime in the presence of light, when water gets ionized and hydrogen ion production will be there along with the oxygen molecule that get liberated, and this hydrogen ion get combined with this carbon dioxide and formation of carbohydrate takes place. In the dark reaction, in the night, when the light will be not available, then this carbon dioxide will be converted into an intermediate food, and in daytime that intermediate food will be processed as carbohydrate. So my dear students, this is all about the plastid, and further you can understand the functions of the cell, that this particular cell that is functioning alone, that is functioning as a unit structure of the body, as a unit structure of this living cell, unit structure of the living plant. That means you are studying the functions of a unit structure, that is a function of a cell organelle that is inside the cell, whether that is plastid or that is mitochondria, or that is endoplasmic reticulum, or ribosomes, or some other cell organelles. My dear students, let us see about the ribosomes. Ribosomes are crystalline structures, and they are for the ribosomes. Let us study about the ribosomes. Dear students, ribosomes are crystalline structures, and they are found in crystal form, any form, and they are found in different stages: 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 70 years, 50 years, etc. And these ribosomes are responsible for the manufacturing of protein, for the synthesis of protein inside the cell, and they perform the function of synthesizing different kinds of the protein, which is utilizing in the process of DNA replication inside the cell. So ribosomes are found independently in the cell, in the cytoplasm, as well as it is found on the endoplasmic reticulum, and that endoplasmic reticulum is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. So protein synthesis is done by these ribosomes. Dear students, you will study later on about the other cell organelles also. Some cell organelle like this. If you see the structure of this Golgi body that is discovered by the Camillo Golgi, and this Golgi body is mainly for the packaging. This is the packaging cell organelle. It means another function that is performing in the Golgi body, protein synthesis that is performing in the ribosomes, photosynthesis that is performing in the plastid. So Golgi body that is called dictyosome in the plant cells, and the main function of the Golgi body is packaging of the lipoprotein and glycoprotein inside the cell. Dear student, dictyosomes and Golgi body are the same cell organelle. Golgi bodies are found in the animal cell, while nucleosomes are found in the plant cell. But the functions are same. They are responsible for the packaging purpose, packaging of lipoprotein and glycoprotein, which get evolved, which get produced inside the cell during the process of metabolism. Dear student, if you go to other organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, that is called as the cytoskeleton, and this is spread throughout the cell. This is spread throughout the cell, that is having the ribosomes on it, and that endoplasmic reticulum is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. They are having ribosomes are there. This is SER. So SER is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and this is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So lipid synthesis done by this endoplasmic reticulum inside the cell. Yes. अभी थोड़ा सा 2 मिनट बाद lipid synthesis that is done by this endoplasmic reticulum, and this protein synthesis done by this ribosomes. So the ribosomes synthesize protein, and this endoplasmic reticulum synthesize lipid. So packaging of the lipid and protein in the form of lipoprotein done by the Golgi body. So dear students, thank you very much for watching this video. Please like this video. Thank you.